Hi. I just watched Sled's Daddy's Raw review, and I haven't watched a Raw in a little while, to be honest. Um, but I decided I knew I recorded it on my Sky Plus box um, earlier this week, so I just thought I'd watch it. So I watched it, and I honestly believe it was a completely filler show. It was a filler show that you can just tell the writers didn't care about. I'd be very surprised if Vince was even there. I know usually he's there for every show, but um, behind the scenes and stuff. But it just felt like they couldn't be asked because they were building towards this awards ceremony, um, the Slammers. Um, so I'm not even going to do a review. They don't care. I don't care. But what I do care about is the subject matter at hand. And it's going to be a real quick video. I just want to know, do WWE think we are really stupid? Like, I mean, they do certain things that kind of make you feel like, you know, you kind of have to suspend disbelief with a lot of that. And I'm not talking about their storylines, but the way they kind of approach things in the sense of they want you to do or buy into certain ideas or products and services that they have. I understand that from a purely consumer point of view. But if anyone in their right mind believes that by you voting on Twitter or Facebook or on their flash new WWE app that you are actually have any say or influence in their result, you are foolish. You are completely and utterly foolish. And it just makes me think to myself, the Slammies is more of a ridiculously politically pointless award ceremony since the Eurovision Song Contest. And only British and European people would get that reference. It's just a pointless award ceremony. I mean, it was always, I mean, yeah, certain appearances from the Boogeyman, and I marked out for the Boogeyman. I always liked him. The Boogeyman and Ric Flair and DX. It was good to see those guys. It was, and I love the segment between Santino and Tennessee stroke Albert. I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely loved it. But superstar year to John Cena. You had CM Punk, who is the lot one of who is the lot one of what is he, the ninth or eighth highest, longest reigning WWE champion. Whether you like the CM Punk character right now or not, you have that guy. You have Sheamus. Again, whether you like him, and I used to like Sheamus, I really did. I loved his initial heel character. But for me, oh gosh, please put down that breakfast juice club shit immediately. Who at least won the title in WrestleMania and only lost the championship, what, last month? You had Sheamus. You had Daniel Bryan, who went into WrestleMania as world champ. Alright, he lost it in 18 seconds, but is now a tag team champion and has been for some time. You have those three guys at least before you even think about John Cena being anywhere near that picture. Hell, I'd give it to The Rock before I gave it to John Cena. I, I don't understand. You had those three guys, and yet somehow you gave it to Cena? Really? Somebody who lost a match, the biggest match of his career, in a match he guaranteed he'd win. he lost that. He's faced CM Punk two, three, is it three times? Couldn't get the job done. Hasn't been WWE champion since 2010. Didn't he also lose his TLC match? I never watched TLC. But didn't he lose TLC match? So those are four reasons as to why he should not have won Superstar of the Year in any stretch of the imagination, and yet he won it. Not only did he win it, they for some reason made Ric Flair present probably one of the greatest performers there's ever been, present this award to John Cena. Listen, I'm not a John Cena hater per se. I actually feel for him because you can see that him personally is affected by the way he's booed. And I don't think, I'm desperate for him to evolve his character because I always felt that he played a really good heel. And in a way, I can understand WWE's position because if you take John Cena out of the equation, for those kids, or for anybody who really wants to support a babyface, for the casual fan, who the fuck is there to gravitate to? I say I feel for WWE, but it's their fault as well because they don't know how to build characters. CM Punk should have been that character. He should have been that anti-hero character that you could have slid in to John Cena's place, flip John Cena heel, and then even if you wanted to do a CM Punk versus John Cena feud with Cena as a heel and Punk as a face, oh man, that would have gotten the fuck over. Trust me. I would have liked to have seen that. All because they had to rush CM Punk back. They couldn't have just kept him off TV until the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is where you do something like that. Because what you could have done during that whole Summer of Punk thing last year is if you kept him off TV, imagine how much impact this would have been. Kept him off TV for months and months and months, making appearances at random shows. Then you have your Royal Rumble winner. And then all of a sudden, the lights cut out after the Royal Rumble's been won. And then all you hear is cult of personality. Just bang! And then CM Punk rolls out with the WWE Championship. Maybe after John Cena's match at Royal Rumble. Looking at his title, then looking at John Cena. And then holding it up and then doing that pose down. Oh shit! People would have marked out for that. And you could have flipped. You could have then transitioned CM Punk into that anti-hero type of heel face, I should have said. You may have not necessarily even gone all the way with that face stuff, but you would have made him instantly a massive star by just doing that. All the while promoting your business as well because he's making those random appearances. You're promoting yourself. WWE used to get shit like that. They had shit like that down with people like The Rock and Stone Cold and so on. I don't know what they're doing anymore. I just had to get this this off my chest because I just find it ridiculous that I've never seen anything like it in my life, that you are so desperate to remind everybody that John Cena is the face of the company, that he is, no matter what anyone says, you will continue to push it, that he has to win something like Superstar of the Year. Most people know that these Spanish don't mean shit. But even when you see something like you did on Raw, where John Cena wins Superstar of the Year, it makes you completely lose hope for the company. I don't watch SmackDown. I barely watch Raw. It's like, does the WWE just not want me to watch their product? Just tell me. It'll make shit a lot easier. I just had to get that rant out of the way. Um, yeah, I haven't got too much else to say other than that. So subscribe, comment, like, or hate this video. As you can tell, the volume has perked up a little bit on my video today. My apologies for my previous video. My volume being so shit. Hopefully it shouldn't happen like that again in future. Alright? Take care. Peace.